Hello romantic home family, I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree and budget-friendly Christmas decor crafts. In fact, we are in my Christmas crafting studio where every day is a holiday. Listen, I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget, and I truly believe you do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. If you punch the bell and click all, it will update you on every single video that I post on YouTube. Also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page where you guys can find daily crafting and decorating inspiration on a budget, and also join my Olivia's Romantic Home free group page for you to share photos of your home decor and DIY projects. I am so excited for this series. Without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to craft. Let me share with you guys how to make a beautiful snowy wreath for about $5. So from the Dollar Tree, you're going to grab 3 feather dusters from the mop section and cut those in half. You're only going to need 3 for this project, and then one of their styrofoam wreath base forms. Next thing you want to do is simply add some hot glue in and around the wreath base and pinch the feather duster together. You're going to continue to work your way around your styrofoam wreath form, gluing and pinching as you continue to work around the entire wreath form. This is super easy. Now you do want to hold on to the little feather duster and make sure that the glue sets up so you can do a little dance. Bitchy Bear and I were playing some music in my Christmas crafting studio and having such a fun time today. So you're just going to continue to work your way around and try to make sure that your seams line up really well. And this, just having the feather dusters on here, is really beautiful. I can see myself making these for some of my smaller windows or even cabinets. So budget friendly and really just fun and easy to make, you guys. I will tell you though, those feather dusters do shed a little bit, and so you might want to have a little dustpan and broom on hand. So here is how it turns out. Now you can spend a couple of extra dollars if you want and zhuzh it up a bit. From the Dollar Tree, I found these cute, adorable little snowman ornaments. I feel like it's the little snow lady and her snow guy, and I just hot glued them at the bottom and popped them into the wreath. Then I'm going to make a quick little easy Olivia bow. So you're just going to measure it from your elbow to your hand and make 4 ribbon loops. So ribbon loops, you just loop that ribbon over on itself, you find the center, pinch it together, and then you can zip tie it or use a pipe cleaner or floral wire to hold it all together. I'm using a pipe cleaner because it really helps out with my carpal tunnel, not to be tying small fine motor things. So anyway, I'm just going to pipe cleaner this right here in the center, super easy, and then you guys can make some tails for your bow, or you can add some Christmas ornaments to the center of your bow. I cut a small bit of tails and I'm going to tie those off in the center. And then once I have that finished, I took and I made a little shoelace bow with some red and white check ribbon, and that's going to kind of pull in the red that's in the snow people, but it's not going to overtake the wreath too much. Now remember, any designs that I share with you guys in any of my crafts, if you don't like the colors that I'm using, you guys can always choose your own ribbon colors that will match your home decor. Super easy to change out the ribbon and the paint colors. And here is how it turned out. I also added a little snowball to the center. So fun and fabulous. And I was actually attending my niece's volleyball game, and my mom was watching me edit this, and she was like, "Liv, I'm gonna make one of these." She really loved it, so I hope you guys try this one out too. For this next happy crafting project, we're gonna make a super awesome jumbo ornament using really inexpensive supplies. So you can grab one of these kids balls at Dollar Tree. I grabbed this one from Walmart. It was $1.37. It was really jumbo size and lightweight. I'm taking fabric and I just wrapped the fabric around the ball, and then I'm taking a hair ponytail tie and I'm just going to make a ponytail at the top, and I wrapped it around my fabric twice. I could have cut my fabric a little bit smaller, but I was super worried that I wasn't going to have enough and then my fabric was going to be all wonky. But I will tell you, I think I have too much fabric at the top, so I really had to go to town using my scissors, trimming off that excess fabric. Let me know if you guys have any tips on how to make the fabric the right size, without falling short. It would be super annoying, like when you're wrapping a present and there's not enough package wrap for your present. Anyway, there was enough fabric, but too much. So once I had it all cut off, I decided to take a piece of wire and tuck the wire in and around the little ponytail holder to make a looper to hang my jumbo ornament from. I feel like that's something I have a bad habit of doing, is not making really good things to hang things from, so I'm going to start trying to do that a little bit better this season. The next thing I'm going to do is take this Walmart pre-made bow. It was $4.97, but I really love the black and white. It's going in with this little Mackenzie Childs theme that I have going, and I'm sharing with you guys this theme because I love it, but it's also nice because you guys can work, if you decorate from fall, Halloween into Christmas, these neutral colors are going to work really a long time and even after Christmas. So now I'm just going to take some little sprigs of evergreen and pop them into the top of my jumbo ornament. Using the extra ribbon that I had left over from the tails, I'm going to wrap that around the back and really try and make the back of my ornament look nice too, even though hopefully nobody's going to come to my house and look at the back of my ornaments. At least I know that it looks good, and if it was in front of a mirror, it would look, nice. So, or, around the tree, or I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it looked cute, and I used up the extra ribbon. I was pretty proud of myself for that. So anyway, I'm wrapping a little stripe around, and bam. And think about this, you guys can change up this project with any color of fabric that you have on hand. You could use any color of bow that you love. This is just what I had on hand, so this is what I'm going for. It also matches in with some of these black and white check ornaments that I made in last week's DIY, which you guys have to go check that out. So thank you for joining me on this I Love Christmas series, and keep watching because we have lots of more fun DIYs coming up.
It climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me.
For this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking one of those Dollar Tree Plus deers. It's a sparkling deer, and I'm really going to zhuzh it up. So for Mr. Deer, I wrapped some striped ribbon around his neck, hot glued that, then added some evergreen, and then I'm using this pretty Mackenzie Childs ribbon. It's a little scrap I had left over, super expensive ribbon. So I try to be really careful to use just tiny bits of it and then hold on to my scraps when I remake projects. Then I'm going to add some more evergreen to the center. And it's really easy to class up your little deers that you might have on hand. I also think this is fun because you can customize it to match your decor. So whatever decorating style you have going, you can add whatever ribbons left over from projects. You can use up scrap ribbon and just really make them pretty. I also had these little green berries left over from another project that I trimmed off from a fall project. So I'm going to add those in and around Mr. Deer's neck. And then I'm using this pretty fleur-de-lis, and this is from my sweet friend Natalie at totallydazzled.com. Thank you, Natalie, for sending me all the pretty jewels that you send me, and congratulations to our giveaway, who won our last jewel giveaway. I'm going to be hosting another one of those coming up, so you guys stay tuned. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add in some goodies to the top. I added a little bit of evergreen, and then Natalie also sent me a box of beautiful crowns. So we're going to make this a royal deer. I thought that would be fun. And then I'm just going to continue to add some goodies in and around the neck. There he is now that he has been crowned with his royal crown. Remember what I told you guys when I did the Dollar Tree Christmas haul, that these poor little deer, their antlers were kind of flattened back and there was no way to move them up without breaking their antlers. And I told you guys we would fix that. Well, I'm hoping this is kind of a good little remedy for that. So if you guys happen to stumble on these deer and you're having a little bit of problems with their antlers being a little bit flat, this is a great idea for you guys. I'm adding more berries in and around the neck to really make him super regal and just doll him up and make him just super fancy. You guys know I love fancy things. And again, you guys can change out the ribbon and any of the berry colors that you guys might be using to match your home decor, your Christmas decor. So customize these to suit your fancy and just have fun with it. This is an easy project, and this could even be something that your kiddos could assist you with. You would probably want to use a hot glue gun, but they could help you design some really fancy deer. These royal deer are very fun and fabulous. So here is how Mr. Royal Deer turned out. I feel like we should name him. What should his name be? Harold or Bob or Nope, that's not a very good royal name. I'm not for sure. Drop a comment down below and let me know which we should name Mr. Fancy Deer. For this next DIY, let's create a Christmas wreath, and I'm going to share with you my take on a pretty woodland theme. So I found this grapevine wreath at the thrift store for $4, and then I had this greenery left over in my craft stash, so I just hot glued the greenery and added in some zip ties in and around the grapevine base to add in the greenery, and I added my little Dollar Tree deer to the side over there. Now this deer was in the Dollar Tree Plus section, and I'm also going to add in this giant ornament that we made using those Mackenzie Childs napkins. The next thing I want to do is add in some Dollar Tree Christmas trees. I added one to the bottom of my grapevine wreath base, and then I also added one to the top, and I used lots of hot glue and then just took the evergreen that we had added and zip tied onto the wreath and crossed the evergreen branches over on that. If you guys have any wobbling with your evergreen branches or your Christmas trees, just add a little bit of glue and zip tie. The next thing I'm adding in is just some greenery, found that at Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to take and make a loopy bow. You're just going to take a loop, pinch your fingers together, and add another loop. Super simple little bow here. You guys can tell my fingers are a little bit struggling. I recently had some problems with carpal tunnel, but it seems like it's getting better, so maybe it was just some inflammation. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and zip tie my little loopy bow together, and then I saw some burlap and I thought, you know what, this is a woodland themed wreath, so let's add in some burlap to kind of make it a little bit more rustic, and I'll also bring in those undertones of the Mackenzie Childs giant ornament that we DIY'd that I added into the center, and I added that ornament into the center with a zip tie. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and zip tie my bow into my wreath, and you guys can add some glue too, and that way your bow is not going to go anywhere if you were to put this outside. I'm going to add my little kind of gold bow on top of that, and this gold ribbon came from Walmart. I'm going to tell you guys that I recently went shopping at Walmart, and I was in the Christmas section, and I felt like they had some really pretty ribbon for Walmart. I was actually pretty impressed and loaded up a bunch in my cart, and then I behaved and put a bunch of it back and just grabbed a couple different ribbons. Now I'm going to take a scrap ribbon. This is Mackenzie Childs ribbon, and I cut this off of another project that I had left over from a couple Christmases back, and I'm just going to add that into the center of this ribbon. I ordered my Mackenzie Childs ribbon off the website Mackenzie Childs, or I order it off of Amazon, depending on how quickly I need it. So here's how things are looking so far. Now I'm going to take and add in some burlap ribbon and some gold ribbon. I'm just going to take the evergreen branches and cross them over on themselves and just simply kind of make two poofs and move that up the edge of my wreath. I felt like hindsight 2020, this thick ribbon might have been a little bit too much and covered up a little bit too much evergreen, but I kept working with it and I ended up having to add in a little bit more greenery. So just a little side note, maybe try to use a little bit of a smaller ribbon next time. I guess that's a side note for me or you guys if you're making a wreath similar to this. Now I'm going to take in some of these gold ornament balls, and these are just ornaments I had left over. I did a really big glam Christmas tree last year, so I have a lot of gold and white ornaments left over, so you'll see that in some of my decor this year. But I am going to be doing, I'm thinking I'm going to do also some classic Christmas and bring some reds back in. And I also have a lot of Candyland ornaments left over from 2 years back when I did my big peppermint candy tree, so I'm going to use that in my kitchen too. I'm just adding in some more Dollar Tree ornaments. I had these really pretty kind of rustic, but they have gold on them, and then some smaller ornament balls. And then those Mackenzie Child inspired ornaments that we painted a couple videos back. You guys go check out those videos. And then I just continued to add in some ornaments. And then I did decorate Mr. Deer, which I shared with you guys in a different video on how to decorate the deer. The next thing I'm going to do is take a big piece of gold ribbon and I wrap that around my wreath, but I added a little zip tie to make like a hanger hook so it would stay on there nice and good. And then I just put a nail at the top of my little arched window here, and then I just tied it on to the top of that. You guys probably don't want to see me up on a ladder after me breaking my ankle in January, falling off of a ladder. Gosh, I can't imagine. It's a good thing I wasn't on camera when I was on the ladder back in January. Anyway, this is just a little step stool, so I'm pretty sturdy. I'm just going to make a quick little bow and then tie off the trims. But that's how I hung this big, beautiful wreath. And I think this is going to be a really pretty wreath for in my studio. So right now we're in my Christmas crafting studio. It's actually my garage. I had a helper help me paint it and make it look like the inside of my home. So when you guys are watching it, makes you guys feel that cozy feeling of being inside my home. But when I'm in my studio, I can create a big old mess and then just walk away from it or come back to it. Because when I first started on YouTube, I was crafting and I was making giant messes in my dining room and kitchen. And so anyway, I turned half of my garage into my Christmas crafting studio, or my crafting studio. Right now we're doing Christmas videos. So I hope you guys love this and are inspired. I think it's beautiful. It's very rustic and woodland and glam all together. So let me know what you guys think. I like to do artistic pieces, so they can be a little bit over the top. You guys can always add more or less depending on what you love, but I think it's nice and full and happy and kind of a beautiful centerpiece for this space. I wanted to go neutral since it is a little bit early for Christmas, and that way if you guys are still into fall and then after Christmas they're more neutral colors. So fun and fabulous on a budget.
Follow route or fall across the town. Played it with me under the mistletoe.
For this DIY, I'm going to take some of my extra pumpkins that I had left over from fall decorating, and I just removed one of the tops, and these are the $3 fabric pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. I added in a skewer inside the pumpkin and hot glued it down inside of there, and then just cut a little hole in the bottom of my other pumpkin and added that to the top. So this could kind of be like a stacked pumpkin topiary. If you guys are still decorating for fall, this is a fun fall idea, but I'm going to take this and make it into more of like a jumbo stacked ornament. So I'm going to take this little bow that's a pre-made bow that I found at Walmart, and I'm just going to tie it on to the top of my stacked pumpkin. So I've had this idea to do this ornament style for a while now. I like to go really big, and the tree I bought a couple of years ago from Hobby Lobby is a pretty big tree. So using jumbo ornaments, oh hey look, there's my assistant Benji Bear. He's coming in to make sure that, you know, this pumpkin is going correctly. He's actually wondering, hey, is that my pumpkin, Mom? I don't know. He's probably actually just looking for food droppings. That's really what Benji Bear likes most. In fact, Benji Bear is asleep on the couch next to me while I'm doing this voiceover for you guys, but he was popping into the studio to say hello. So I did hot glue a little bit of the bow and then just wrapped it around, and then I'm taking the ends that I had trimmed off and I'm going to add that into the top. The other thing I did was add some wire in and around the top of my little stacked pumpkin ornament to give it a hanger. So here I am adding the wire, and then I'm going to go back in and add the extra black ribbon and some greenery to the top. So as always, I ask that you guys comment down below and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be recreating. I'm also going to be announcing on my social media channel tomorrow the winner of our giveaway from last month. And I just wanted to quickly update you guys because there's been a little bit of confusion on giveaways. I will never message you guys directly. I will announce the winner of the name on my social media channel, and all you guys have to do if you're the winner is to email me your shipping address. That's it. I will never ask for your credit card information or any of your personal information except for to get your gift to you. So just a little update on that. I wanted to let you all know that because there are some scammers out there that like to try to get names and phone numbers and message you and all that kind of fun stuff, and that is not what I do. So anyway, I love y'all. I'm going to pop a clip of Mr. Benji Bear, Mr. Studio Dog in here to give you guys all those happy smiles and fun puppy cuddle ideas.
And later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door. Lovely songs we all heard before.
Thank you so much, Romantic Home family. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and I just love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. If you love to craft and decorate using budget-friendly Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, and thrift store goodies, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. If you punch the bell and click all, it will update you every single time I post a new video. It will also include you into this amazing community. And speaking of amazing, thank you everybody that watches my videos. You guys are so amazing. From my heart to yours, from my home to yours. I want to encourage you all to keep up your happy crafting and decorating. Remember, crafting and decorating comes from your heart, and when you share your heart, you share your art. So no matter where you're at in your crafting and decorating journey, be kind to yourself, give yourselves grace, keep trying, and that's for life in general. We just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep trying. So I love y'all to the moon and back. I can't wait for episode 2. You guys need to stay tuned for that, as well as tons of fun giveaways. Remember, anytime I host a giveaway, I never reach out to you personally. I'm going to simply announce it on social media, and then you guys can email me your shipping address. That's it. So anyway, I love y'all to the moon and back. I can't wait for our next video, and until then, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.